Here we have 2 strips of Angelina fusible film, and they come in lots of different colors, so you can have fun with these. Now, I started off with one that's kind of pinkish purple, and I also selected one that is kind of blue with a little bit of purple. So the fun part about these is that you can overlap them to make a totally different color. That's what's fun about it for me. Now, if you've worked with cellophane before, you're probably asking yourself what the difference is between cellophane and this Angelina film. Well, cellophane is crinkly, it's glossy, it is non-fusible, so it will not melt unto itself. It is, it's mostly used for gift wrapping and wrapping flowers. However, you can also use it for tumblers, and it is safe for resin. It's more iridescent. It gives it just a little shimmer to your tumblers if that's what you're working with. However, Angelina film is, it does melt with heat, and it fuses onto itself to give it textured look. It is heat reactive. It does fuse into itself, and it is safe for resin and epoxy. So you can fuse it together by applying heat. You can use a home iron, although you would want to put some parchment paper between the iron and the film itself, otherwise you're going to have a mess on your iron. So I am applying heat with this heat gun, and the trick here is not to aim it at an angle, just do it from the top down. And you're going to see the effects here, and the more heat you apply to it, the more it fuses onto itself. Now you're going to take your acrylic base, and they come with a film over it just to protect it until you're ready to use it. So make sure to remove that before you get started. Now we're going to apply a really thin layer of a UV resin just to get that template secured onto the acrylic base. So this template has 2 sides. One that's really a flat side, and then there's another side where you will be pouring your epoxy or your UV resin onto it. So make sure you get the correct side onto the UV resin. Now we're going to cure it. We don't want to over cure it, so just 60 seconds will be fine. The Angelina film that we just created will look really pretty on a white base or a black base. So I'm going to do it with a black base, and we're using Eclipse pigment powder. And this pigment powder, a little bit goes a long way. I was pretty much done with that bottle. Now we're going to take our UV resin and pour it just between those lines. We're going to use those lines kind of like pinstriping. So we don't want to get any of the UV resin on the lines. Now I'm taking the Angelina film that we just created, and I'm just going to cut it into little pieces. And here you can be as creative as you want. You can use one color of film, you can use multiple color of films. Your imagination is your limits. And here I'm just taking all those little pieces and just placing them throughout the template. You can put as many as you want or as little as you want. Now that I've placed all the pieces that I wanted in there, I'm going to cover it up with some more epoxy or UV resin. And I added just a little bit of glass slippers glitter as kind of an additive, just to give it a little bit more shimmer. And then I forgot to record the curing part of it, but you get the point. So we're going to cure it for 60 seconds twice. And here is the end result. It kind of reminds me a little bit of shattered glass. What do you guys think? Now you can create your own. make it match a tumbler. You can sell it as a combo. That would be cool. If you'd like to see more tutorials like this, remember to hit that subscribe button, follow us, share it. We appreciate your support.